because it's hardware driven, it's perfectly safe. Some major tech sites reviewed OCGenie. As you can see here, PC Perspective managed to go from 2.8 gigahertz to 3.53. That's free performance, which you get by just pressing this button. You pay for this, but you get this. Same for hard OCP. They were running a 2.66 gigahertz processor, and they almost reached the same values as this one. I tried it myself. At first I was like, oh, does it really work? Because my own experience with overclocking was like, oh, it's all software based, and I need to reboot and check for values. So I was really skeptical at first. But then I was like, oh, let's try. So I pushed the button, it fired up, and I didn't see anything. But then I checked the values. My 2.9 gigahertz processor was running at 3.7. So that's like 800 megahertz extra. And I was like, oh my god, it's really working. So I put it through some tests to check if it was stable. And it was. It was like, that's pretty cool. So I showed it to some friends of mine. They were like, oh, is that free performance? Yes, this is free performance which you get if you buy a P55 motherboard. So what else did we add? We added a special sound card. As you can see here, there are no ports for audio. But what we did, we created our own external card. It uses the best Realtek chip. What we did was we submitted the quantum wave audio card to Creative to go through their test labs and to see if we could get it certified for their highest standard, EAX 5.0. I'm happy to say that they approved it. So our quantum wave card, which is bundled with both Trinergy and Fusion, is the first EHX 5.0 card from any manufacturer. We also submitted our quantum wave audio card to THX, that's the studio from, what's it called? George Lucas, from Star Wars. So, as you all know, he's really into movies and he wants to ensure the best audio quality. So we submitted our card to be approved, and they did. So, if you buy a Trinergy or a Fusion board, you will not only get a high quality mainboard, but you'll also get the best audio. And I've seen a recent test of this compared to some other solutions, and you'll also see that the fidelity is much higher compared to normal competition, to our competition. Finally, we also support lossless Blu-ray audio, which means that the sound isn't downsampled, so you always get what the movie originally wants. Finally, we've added a lot of high-quality components to ensure great stability. We're using 100% high C caps. These are solid caps, which you know from many mainboards. If you look at our board, you will not see this. You will only see the high C caps. This not only means that it looks a lot cleaner, because there's no ugly solid caps, but it's more flat. It also produces a more stable motherboard, and you want this if you want to go and experiment with overclocking. What it does is it also generates less heat. It's more reliable, and also in the end it doubles the lifespan of the product. Some other features, welcome. Some other features we added also were taken from the P55 series. These are Dr. Moss and SuperPipe. Dr. Moss is a special driver MOSFET. It was actually, well, Intel started with Dr. Moss. We took the concept and improved it. What it is it's actually a 3-in-1 package. I have some chips here, which I can show you later on, to show that it actually is 3. Oh, can you pass it along? Our competition, which doesn't use Dr. Moss chips, they, instead of 1, they have 3. So that's why all the other motherboards look so busy and crowded. But if you take a look at our motherboards, there are less components, which means less heat, more stability when overclocking. Also, we added super pipes. Super pipes are 8mm heat pipes. In the past, we were using 6mm heat pipes. Our competition is also still using 6mm heat pipes. But then we took something from our VGA cards. On VGA, we already were using super pipes, and responses to super pipes were amazing. So we were like, why don't we use it on our mainboards? So Marga has super pipes. One is the 6mm version, and the other one is the 8mm version. And we tested it ourselves with a cup of hot water, and the 8mm one transports heat a lot faster than the 6mm one. So these are all features to ensure high stability and to make sure it runs cooler. And finally, we also added super ferrite chokes. These are the super ferrite chokes. In comparison to our previous chokes, they are 20% more efficient. They're stable, and they're also lower on temperature. So again, this is a feature for to ensure a lot of stability. So this is in short the overview of Trinergy. All the features are listed in here. As you can see here, it has dual channel DDR3, uses the Enforced 200 chip. It has 3 PCI Express graphics slots. And also it comes with a lot of other cool features like Winky, Safeguard, PKIT, APS. To summarize everything, we've created this movie. This was actually created by MSI Germany. And it shows all the features which I just mentioned. includes the trinergy part,